Hey, what's going on guys, Quackstar here and welcome back to another video. Today, what we're going to be doing is a Genshin Impact tier list. I've been trying to shift my channel's focus, I hope you're enjoying the new content, or streams I've not really been posting. Part of it is due to burnout and another part is just due to lack of ideas. Um, yeah, so I figured the best way to do it is to do a Genshin Impact tier list. There is no F tier characters. Every character is viable, whether you'll like to hear that or not. But there are definitely superior characters. Like if you overinvest enough in a character, it can be your main DPS no matter what. But Albedo, I'll put A tier. He is a good support character. Easy 4-star weapon. Cinnabar Spindle, I don't know how to say it. Event weapon, easy 4-star. Elevator, dude, yeah. Alloy is probably one of the worst. Her cooldowns are way too high for her to be any good. It's like 16 seconds for her E. And it does the same thing as Cleese. E, essentially, it's around the same. Amber, she's C. Sadly, she is one of the least viable characters. She's a worse Ganyu. She has good power application, but that's like the best she has. Ayaka is S. She is arguably SS, but I'd say S. As her gameplay is not super stunning, and she is really only used for her burst, because her burst has insane scaling. So yeah, I'd put her in S and not SS because she's not like top of the run. Barbara, B tier. She's a healer, but she's not a great healer. So yeah, also she's ugly. But Beto. I've not really used Beto much, so I can't really speak too much on her. But I'd say around A. She is a good battery and a good taser. She's probably really good. So I mean, she's got to be good by herself. Bennett S tier. C5 and C6. Anything above C1, SS tier. He boosts your base attack stat by his base attack stat, which means all your artifacts will be added onto the base attack stat instead of just a normal boost. I'm terrible at explaining stuff. He's also a really good healer, so yeah. Chong Yun, he's very niche. Like, he's a good unit, but he's also very niche. Because not many times will you want to be applying cryo with your characters. So, yeah. Diluc. I'd say Diluc is still A tier. He's been power crept to shit, but I still think he's A tier. He's not a bad units, if that makes any sense. But he's like a solid unit. Diona, I'd say Diona's above all of these. She's a high A tier. She has a nice shield, and she can heal. Good support character. My least favorite of the baby characters, but yeah. Eula's S tier. She's a physical, does massive damage per screenshot, which is really fun. But also, she needs constellations for the damage per screenshot often, and I just have not really used her too much as well, which is why she's not going in SS or high S tier. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not really knowledgeable about her, but I never think she's ever going to be SS tier. Yanfei, A tier. She's really solid pyro DPS. Like, her kit feels full. At C1, I think, C0C1, her kit feels full, but yeah, like, I actually built her because she was like level 37, and she was doing 27k, and maybe that was just my artifacts and stuff, but still, like, that impressed me enough to build her. Fish is S tier. She's been sort of power crept by Shogun, but not to the extent Diluc has been, and she's also just a really good battery, supporting taser comps. Ganyu, SS tier, higher than Benny. I'm definitely biased because this is my favorite character, but also she is super strong. She has insane multipliers on her charge arrows, and she also has a really good AoE burst for freeze comms. She can run Blizzard Strayer, which means she only needs 20% crit rate. Goro, I hate this character so much. Like, I want to put him in C, but he's a B tier. He's super niche, only good for Geo teams, but in Geo teams he excels, which is why I can't put him in C. Hu Tao, S tier. Again, probably biased. This is one of my favorite characters, but also she's really strong, which helps influence the reason why she's one of my favorite characters. She scales off HP, so it's sort of different. So you're not running attack sands, you're running HP sands, pyro damage bonus gob, and crit rate, crit damage circlet. And also, she's a polearm user, so she has access to stuff like the deathmatch, Staff of Homo, which is her signature weapon, but also one of the best weapons in the game. Primordial Jadewing Spear. I forget the other ones. Fuck. There's one from the shop, which is crit damage. White Tassel. She can even utilize Black Tassel to some extent. She's very, very flexible. Artak Ito. Okay, so this is going to be controversial. I don't see the hype in Ito. I don't understand it. He's about just as good as Diluc. No, Diluc's better than him. No, I don't understand the hype in Ito. This is going to be probably my most controversial pick, but I don't understand the hype in Ito. He doesn't seem great at all. Like, yes, I've seen him be 20k per hit, but that's in his ultimate. And, like, characters like Xiao, Ganyu, Hu Tao do that without... Xiao does it with his ultimate, but he's also doing like 40, 50k a hit. And Ganyu and Hu Tao are doing it outside their ultimate. So it's like, I don't understand. And, like, he doesn't... Like, he swings fast, yeah, but it's also... I don't know. I don't understand it. Kaya's a B tier. Kaya's a really good cryo. No, well, Kaya's better than these. I hate Kaya, but he's better than these. He's A tier as well. Great cryo application. Easy SS tier. Boost your elemental reactions and nominal damage, as well as crazy swirls and a huge burst radius. Having one of the easiest free-to-play weapons, Iron Sting, which is his best install besides signature weapon. And he's also seems to be just really, really fucking fun to play, so that also helps. Only thing keeping him from being SS tier, like not SS tier, like higher, is that his C6 is not built into C1 or C2, or even C0, which it should be. It really should. Allowing Kazuha to be your main DPS as well, that's just really nice. Ching is high B tier. She doesn't do enough damage, not fast enough, and her... Everybody goes on about this, but it really is the truth. Her stamina is just... Like, her charge attack stamina is too high. Klee... she's clunky. She as good as Diluc? I'd say she's around here. If her C4 was built into her normal kit, she'd be probably S tier. Because that would just be super fun. And also super strong. If you don't know what C4 does, it basically... Her burst, it will basically explode and do damage whenever swapped out. Allowing her to be like a nuke. Alternatively, if they just made her burst like Xingqiu's burst, which I really wish they did, because we need a pyro application applier. Sorry, I can't speak. Like Xingqiu, we need one. That's the truth. We really do need one. Like Xiangling is good, but she's not the same. Kokomi, A tier. She heals. That's about it. I have to start speeding up, or this video's gonna be forever. Lisa. Lisa's not as bad as Mona. Again, a free character, so she's not going to be great. Mona's S tier. Her resistance shred, or whatever, is just crazy from her burst. And if you get behind her movement, yeah. Ningguang, high A. Just high A. Great DPS. Should be a 5-star character. Noelle. I hate Noelle. Noelle's hot trash. I do not have enough experience to give you a proper opinion on Noelle, I'm gonna be honest. But I don't think Noelle's that good. Like, yes, she has shields and whatever, but I don't know. Jean is A tier. Jean is probably the most solid Uh, 5-star standard banner character. Chi-Chi, B tier. If her stupid cooldowns weren't as long, she'd be A tier. Someone could even argue S tier, but her cooldowns are way too long. So yeah. Razor is A tier. Rosaria, it's between A and S. I think high A. There's a lot of just solid characters. I'm trying to be as harsh as I can because I understand that C0 Sara is C or B, but C6 Sara is S. I guess we're saying C6 Sara. So C6 Sara is S here, but C0 Sara C or B. Probably B, but C6 Sara S. I can't stress it enough that C6 Sara is S, but C0 is not, because C6 Sara is crazy. Sayu, B tier. Her healing is not fast enough, but her sprint is fun. Yeah, that's like her like saving grace. Shenhe, a character I've never played, so I can't speak on her. I've never played her. I will put her at A tier because I'm just, she seems like a good character. Raiden is either S or SS. I think Raiden is SS. She's like the best batter in the game. And like if you're the best at something, I would argue that's what puts you in SS. Sucrose is A tier as well. Good for elemental reaction, damage for screenshot. Tartag, S tier. His bow is probably B or A tier, but his E is S tier. Can't really speak on these four, but Toma's B tier. Venti's S tier. He has one of the best bursts in the game, being able to group all the enemies together. Xiangling is S tier. Xiao is S tier. Xingqiu, I would put Xingqiu in SS tier actually, because again his constant application is really good. So good to be trying to like power keep or whatever with the new units. I'm gonna just assume it's S tier and Kuki is A tier, because she has basically the same burst as Xingqiu. As long as her burst is not what you would call it 80 energy, she's gonna be probably the same, if not better than Xingqiu. But you also gotta remember she's a 5-star, and this is C6 Xingqiu. C tier. So this character, it's I skipped Zhongli for her. We're gonna get to Zhongli in a bit, but I really want to love her, but no, she gets A tier at best. That's for her turret damage. I never use her. I thought she was gonna be better. Yoimiya, honestly, high A tier. I really do like her normal attacks. What's her E? Yunjin, B tier. No, actually low A tier. Because again, it's a very niche point, but like also it helps. Zhongli, one of the best units in the game. I don't know if it's the best because it makes everything comically easy. So that's the only problem. But like the shield, it's really nice. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. He's a solid character. He's A tier. All 5 stars we're assuming are C0, by the way. Actually, if we're assuming they're C0, she's S tier. She's SS at C1. And then okay, so yeah, that is. Is there any changes I want to make? Kutel? No. No. Venti? No. Any of these I want to bump up to S tier. I think Mono goes back to A tier actually. And Kui goes. No, Kui doesn't go there. I think Ito. I was giving him a hard time. But I think the comments will get mad at me if I put Ito in A tier. So I'm going to put him at S tier. Even though I do firmly believe he's in A tier, by the way. But people swear by Ito. So yeah, that's the tier list. Tell me if I missed anything. I'm going to actually screenshot this. And thanks for watching. Have a good time and see you guys next time. Bye.